Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. Welcome to Dad's Ad Job TV, the only YouTube podcast channel that's dedicated for dads and West Ham. Well, where do I start? We're currently watching Chelsea v Spurs. That's where we start. And why are we watching Chelsea v Spurs? Well, because West Ham didn't turn up on Sunday, did they? A demoralising 3-1 defeat with Nuno not getting the tactics right from the off, dropping players that he's relied on all season, changing the formation. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. As it stands, Chelsea and Spurs is 0-0 with 17 minutes that have gone. And as it stands, West Ham would need to overcome a 14-goal deficit to stay up on the final day of the season. So, yeah, we're all blues at the minute. But I'll be joined by Mark and Dad shortly. Mark is already in the green room, or the claret and blue room, as we like to call it. So let's bring him in, eh? Right, Ozzy, how we doing, mate?
How we doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Like I say, it's never easy. Oh, Chelsea have just scored. 1-0. Enzo Fernandez. What a
Enzo Fernandez. Hammer of the year.
Enzo Fernandez. Not only have we got Matty Fernandez, we've got Enzo Fernandez. It's just scored an absolute belter of a goal. Well, De Zerbi looks worried, I'm not going to lie. But let's contain ourselves. 17 minutes on. Chelsea's 1-0 up. But yeah, fantastic result so far. But yeah, no, how are you feeling? Like, obviously, last weekend I thought we couldn't get any lower, and then it did on Sunday. I mean, how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's been tough times, mate. I think the Brentford one was hard. The Arsenal one, harder. I haven't been that depressed after a game for a long time, to be honest with you. You felt robbed. However, I wasn't on last week to tell you about everything. It was a good job I wasn't, because I was just fuming. I'd have gone on and on about it. But you had Keith on, and he kind of hit the nail on the head with VAR and everything like that. But yeah, it was depressing. And then the Newcastle one, you knew that a draw probably wasn't good enough, but you still would have took it. And then I think it was game over 20 minutes in. Once you went 2-0 down, it sums up the season. We never looked like we were going to have enough to get back in that game.
Yeah. Let's just get Dad in. So Granddad Job's going to join the room. Dad, how you doing, mate?
You all right? You all right?
Chill Blaines.
Just watching Enzo score our player of the year, you just said, Mark.
Just unbelievable, isn't it?
I'll be up for a nomination.
Just a quick shout out to Canning Town Len. If you can see that image, from with my head, my finger. Canning Town Len sent that over to me. Nice picture of Bowen. Unfortunately, he hasn't scored since January, so hopefully he gets a couple at the weekend. But a big shout out to Canning Town Len. Go visit his shop. He is one of the best artists out there. But yeah, so going back to the weekend, so Mark, you were saying that he couldn't get, it was hard with Brentford, it was harder with Arsenal, and then pretty much we were soft on Sunday, weren't we?
Deflation was the after the Newcastle game, and yeah, you kind of, I felt before the Arsenal game we'd have got saying.
It sounds like your dating history.
Well, minimal.
Hard, disappointing.
Yeah, minimal.
But
yeah, it's I felt, them 3 games, we had to get 2 points, and then by the time we got to the Newcastle game, it almost made it a must-win. And I think the pressure we put on ourselves for that showed, and I think Nuno got it wrong again. I don't know. There's so much to say, and it just annoys me to talk about it. It winds me up.
Well, thanks for coming on, Mark.
Yeah. I hear everyone else talk about it, and I was sitting there and just my head screws. Just it's like all season. It sums up all season. Newcastle won just the whole season in one game, basically. Just the hope would kill you. I've said it for ages. When it was in January, we kind of come to ease with the fact that we were going down, and they kind of just dragged it out. And it feels like they just dragged it out now. And I think I'd rather just be done and dusted with at this point. Almost.
No. The thing is that really 4 teams should go down this year, because we're just as bad as Tottenham. I mean, we keep giving them a lifeline, and they keep giving it back to us. It looks like they don't want to go. They don't want to start either. By the look of it, you know what I mean?
But they haven't put enough pressure on the other teams. Like Forest and Leeds managed to pull away with ease. Most seasons, there's always 2 or 3 teams that one team goes on a run, but we've let them slip away. And teams that you could have dragged into it, like Palace and Newcastle, you've let them off the hook.
Yeah, that is it, isn't it? It's just like them results against Brentford and the one against Newcastle. I actually thought that we was going to get some kind of bleeding result out of that Newcastle game. But thank you very much. Got me refreshments.
It's on the heavy stuff.
I hope that doesn't go down well.
So it's, I don't know. I've been advocating playing Wilson. Because I don't, as I said before, I mean that Pablo. Well, he couldn't chuck a bag of cement, the fella. You know what I mean? I know Diouf chucked that ball in at him, but Jesus Christ, mate! I mean, I don't know. I don't want to slag the bloke off because he plays for us and he wears a shirt and all that. But mate, how much did he cost?
Oh, Pablo.
Yeah.
Well, he would have cost £12 million up front. But we decided to pay £23 million over 5 years.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Chelsea on the attack here.
He wouldn't get him on Baker's vets team. And I tell you what, he wouldn't get in front of Dougie Augustin. I tell you, or Lee Clark. I tell you that for nothing. He's pony. But so I don't want to slag the fella off. Right? I know I'm mucking about, but his endeavour and what he's brought to the team, him and Tatty in January, as I said last week, he's good, but mate, he's not the finished article. We need goals. I mean, he's not going to play what way he's playing. But if he played Wilson, which I've been saying is the best finisher in the club, and don't play no one with him. Didn't put Tatty on.
That's the problem. That's the problem. I think Nuno doesn't play with 2 men up top. He never has done, and to get him to play 2 strikers up top, it just completely malfunctions his entire system. And I think that's the problem with Nuno, is that he keeps tweaking it, keeps tweaking a proven formula. You know, like I think he got it right against Newcastle in November, and then he got it right again against Burnley. But then he went back to his old ways again, and then as soon as he got his players in, I think it was after the Nottingham Forest game, that the Tottenham game was the game when it started to kickstart that, when we won in the last minute. That was starting to kickstart the form and drag Spurs in it. But then he just, after the international break, where we lost to Aston Villa, I come back from the international break, and then he completely changed it again against Brentford. Just why?
When's the last time he played 2 up front, Ginge?
Can't remember, mate.
As a tactic, I know like Antonio played up top with his own for.
I can't remember, mate.
And we're talking what 2014. That's probably when we started Antonio up front on his own.
I think we had Sacco, didn't we? But then was he up on his own?
Valencia was on the wing, right? When he was there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't remember because again, I think that's just modern day football, isn't it? Modern day football, they tend to play the lone striker and then compact the midfield, don't they? And I don't like modern day football, but I do. I'm generally a fan of like 5 at the back, 3 in midfield and 2 up top, like how Brazil played in 2002.
Yeah, we got Brazilian players.
Yeah, well, we had one and then we sold him, didn't we? Because he missed home. But I just think I've always been a fan of that. You know, like Roberto Carlos on the left wing, Cafu right wing, and I know I'm talking about these sort of players that West Ham were never signed, and the quality of them are so far superior to what we've ever had.
Don't get in our team now.
We got to that Roberto.
Yeah, Roberto Larkos, Pro Evo player or something like that. But yeah, I've always been a fan of that thing. But you've got to have the right players to suit that model. And sadly, like the difference between like playing Roberto Carlos left wing back to youth left wing back is that Roberto Carlos can defend better. And sadly, when youth goes up and he drops back, his weakness is really, really highlighted. I know he's only 20, 21 years of age, and he's still a player in development. But you expect better from someone that's going to be starting week in, week out to be a better defender.
On Saturday, as I said, I was out, so I actually missed the first bit of the game. But I've just seen that goal going again. I missed the first part of the game, but from what my understanding is, he played the 3 centre halves, which is fine, right? But he played them in the wrong way round. He played Todibo on the left and Disasi on the right. Is that correct?
I would personally play Mavropanos.
No, that's what he done. That's what I'm saying.
I think he plays Diassi. Diassi's more of just the anchor, so he drops back behind them two.
But whatever
we've done that in the first 10, 15 minutes.
Todibo and Disasi the wrong way round. This way I look at it.
The banker.
I don't know. As I said, we had this conversation about Nuno and all that, and they're saying that now the club's begging him to stay, and he's holding him to ransom. I don't know, mate.
I'll get onto that. I'll get onto that in a minute with Nuno and his thing. But like I say, onto that. It's a good point. I do want to touch on that because I've got a bit of a statement comment I want to say on that. But in terms of like the game, like Todibo was hooked after 20 minutes, and rightfully so. For me, he's just too casual. The way I know people slag off Hermansen that saying, "Oh, he's supposed to be this great ball distributor," but yeah, at the end of the day, the person he's passing to has got to be switched on to collect it, and Todibo wasn't on a numerous amount of occasions.
Fair, he just gives that mannerisms. Doesn't he? He gives that mannerisms that he's a lazy player. He does give that out, but he is switched on. But that ball from Hermansen, I'm not being funny. Liverpool Christie had trouble getting that. That's pony.
He might have made it, but he stuttered. He thought about going, didn't go.
Yeah.
He then went to go, and then he went to go again. And he might have made it first time. You clear the player, clear everything. If he'd have just gone full whack straight away, you might have been all right. Yeah, yes, he's not at fault for the pass, but he weren't sure.
But I don't make that. Well, as a shot stopper, he's all right, Hermansen. But anything.
Oh.
Anything.
Free kick. Chelsea just had a free kicking at the bar.
Yeah, he worries me. He should have been a short-hand typist, him, I tell you, because his arms don't. But he's like that, isn't he? Stop having Warwick Davidson go.
Yeah, but it's like that's some of the criticisms that Jordan Pickford gets, isn't it? Because he's not a tall goalkeeper, is he? But he's quite athletic, isn't he?
He springs about, and his distribution's a lot better than fucking Hermansen.
Shot stopper. We only ever have shot stoppers. We've never bought anyone who comes out for crosses. Vampire goldies, all scared of crosses.
I think I actually see him catch a ball once, and I nearly fell over because no goalkeeper catches a ball no more. But then them gloves, they're like bleeding. They stick like shit to a blanket, don't they? They bleeding. You put your hand out. No, we punch them out, we pat them down, and all that. What's all that about?
That's why David Raya fumbled, didn't he? Because he knew he couldn't catch it, so then drew the foul and made out as if he gets out to it. But anyway, that's another debate. I think it's there's a whole episode about that. People, we want to go back 2 episodes ago. But then Nuno realised what he set up wasn't right, and he hooked Todibo. Todibo went off laughing and didn't even acknowledge Nuno. Nuno held his hand out to him, and he basically brushed it off as if saying, "No, fuck off." No, fuck off.
Yeah, but why does he do that? I mean, I haven't seen this.
It's just attitude problem. He's always had it.
Because Nuno's hanging out. Is it because Nuno hanging him out?
He'll play better then.
No. Is it because Nuno hanging him out to dry, playing him in the wrong position? That's what I'm getting at.
It's not that much of the wrong decision. He didn't play in the midfield.
No, you wouldn't have thought so, would you? But I don't know, mate. But
I don't know. It's just like I know you like Todibo. Like he does come up. But for me, I just think he's just too much of a luxury player, and he doesn't complement any of the centre halves. Like it's no coincidence that Kilman has struggled next to him, and I know he's come under a lot of fire, and he's got a massive mental health problem at the minute. And like I say, I think Max Kilman, like, in terms of confidence issues,
and he is. That's his problem.
Well, if someone's paying £40 million for you, you're going to think that, aren't you? So, like, it's not often £40 million defenders.
Gillingham or something, didn't he?
Maidstone.
Maidstone.
Was it Maidstone or?
Something like that.
No, it's not Maidstone. It's
something like that.
Maidenhead. Maidenhead.
I don't know. It was something like that. It was some low league team. He ain't like he's come through any academies, has he, or anything like that? You know what I mean?
No, but he's been known for being good with his feet, and that's been part of his game in terms of when I think there was when his first season, I got a glimpse of what he was about when we beat Crystal Palace away. And I think we beat him 2-0 or something like that. And Kilman got the ball from deep and he surged forward. You know, like what Declan Rice used to do from a centre, from when he was deep, and he surged forward and he's got the good dribbling ability to beat a few players. He laid it off to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka squared it to Bowen, and Bowen scored. And I thought that's exactly why we bought Max Kilman, was for that. But for some reason, he's just had a lot of pressure put on his plate and he just can't deal with it. And sadly, he needs help. Like, not in his ability, just a confidence.
He doesn't need help. He needs international rescue.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't know. Like, we interview players like
he's got a reset in the summer. I'm having a little laugh and a joke about it, but yeah, he could have some kind of mental illnesses, and that's not funny. Now, on a serious note, but he needs to be. If he's not in that frame of mind, don't have him anywhere near the squad. That's
what's happened. He hasn't been playing, has he?
Yeah. What about our mental health? Watching him play.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, and sadly, I think that's the case. Like we interviewed Matty Jarvis, right, and everyone just that is why we done this podcast originally, to get people like Matt Jarvis on to understand it from a footballer's point of view, because we don't know the stories, what goes on. And when Matt Jarvis was at Norwich, it was during COVID, and he underwent a really bad knee injury. And it took him almost 2 years to get fit, and he was away from his family and stuff. Like, nobody really knows how he's suffering off the pitch. And so maybe we should cut Kilman some slack in that, because if we get relegated, he could be a crucial player for us next season.
We're probably going to need him. I don't think there's any doubt in that. We're going to need him.
Oh yeah, I think that's 100%.
But again, what doesn't help Kilman is the fact that he's playing with someone like Todibo, who is known as being a bit of a bad egg, known about raising his voice, being quite disruptive, because he had a falling out with Lopetegui, then he got dropped. He had a falling out with Graham Potter, then he got dropped. And then, for some reason, he's not been playing under Nuno. So it's not a coincidence, is it? It's three managers.
He was in the team. He was in the team and he got injured, didn't he? No, he got injured. He got sent off, didn't he?
He got sent off, yeah.
Injured and then he got sent off. So, like, obviously, you lose your place. That's the way it is, isn't it? That's the nature of the beast. But like,
he's a disruptive personality.
Because he's up for the fight. He's up for the battle. Whenever there's any aggro or anyone gets dug out, he's first there, and I like that in him. All right, he goes a little bit over the top. That's how he got sent off. But I like that in him. He's got something about him. But he does give that persona that he's a lazy, like, he's if you don't give a monkey's attitude. Do you know what I mean? And it's not obviously that ain't the case, but I don't know. Like the way they've he came off after 20 minutes. I mean, that's right harsh to do that, in my opinion.
Yeah. It doesn't help. Does it? But
he don't take Pablo off after 20 minutes, does he? He don't take Bowen off after 20 minutes.
Well, Bowen's he has to play, doesn't he? Yeah, that's true. But yeah, after that we reverted to 4 at the back, and then we started to play a bit better. So Tati came on, and we started to have a bit more of a threat up top, and then for some reason Souček decided to kick out at Bruno Guimaraes in the second half, got a yellow card for it, and then obviously Nuno had to hook him because you got to have Souček playing in your last game against Leeds. So he hooked him and put Kante on, and then took Wan-Bissaka off and put Pablo on. And then this is what leads up to, within a minute later, Diouf gets a throw in, throws it at Pablo, completely miscontrols it, gets caught out, and then they score 3.
Yeah, well,
it's just it's just like the whole, the build up, like even like the social media stuff, like we're there to the end, that we're here together, black and white montages and stuff. Like after watching that, after we've gone 3-0 down after 60 minutes, you think you're just pissing us off even more. Just don't do it. Like, you're building the fans' hopes and dreams up, and you're going to knock them down by not performing for 90 minutes.
But they have to do it. They have to, they have to expect they're going to have a result. They have to expect they're going to go out and fight for it, and then.
Yeah, but we don't need to know that, do we? We just got to support them, and we don't need.
They feel like they've got to generate that support.
I feel sorry for them poor sods that even went up there. You know what I mean? Stuck up, up by. I mean, I think an understadium had a better view than that. What they had up there. I mean, stuck up there and had to watch that drivel and then come all the way back, mate. It's bad enough for us. We watched it and turned it off. You know what I mean? Kick the cat and try to forget about it. But like they were all that travelling home,
or not, Zuma.
Yeah, if you Zuma, he'd miss. If you give it to Kilman, he would miss.
Cat safe in his ass.
Oh, it's the other side.
Oh dear. But yeah, that's how after the game finished. Obviously, we got special mention to Tatty for his wonder goal from a Hamadson assist. Route 1 football at its best, right? It was a great goal.
I was talking to Governor Wirt Stewart, and he was saying about Tatty. He said like he's got to be one of the most unlucky. He said I never really thought with. I just thought I don't think he was that good actually. But when you think like he said to me like he could have had about 10 goals.
Yeah, the goal that's allowed at Leeds.
When you think about the unlucky chances he's had, you know what I mean? He's hit especially that Brentford game, could have had that trick in 20 minutes, couldn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when he come on, he showed a bit about him, didn't he? But it just we're playing Wilson, they just don't get the ball up to him. Whenever we have it really frustrates me. Really frustrates me.
We haven't got we haven't got a creative number 10. That's that
George,
I think is the problem.
George Irby's man, and they've loaned him out to Bristol City. He's probably sitting on his bum now. He could even play on the. I don't know if he's available on the bench this week. I don't know because Bristol City's finished.
No, his loan is until.
He's finished now, isn't it?
His loan's to the end of June. So they can't. That's part of the deal.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought if his games are finished, he's done. He can come back, can't he?
Yeah, the thing is, like, I'm not saying that there isn't.
If we go down, that could be the making of some of them lads, you know.
Yeah, I said that on Twitter, like, you know, with the academy talent that we've got at our disposal, like, you know, Ollie Scholes, he'll be the left back. Ezra Myers, he'll be in contention for centre back. Then you've got Alford. Again, that's debatable because apparently he didn't really do too well at Stevenage. You've got Kante, who's been playing more often than not. You've got Freddie Potts. You've got George Murphy, Callum Marshall, Josh Ijala's still got to come out from the ranks. Got Preston Fearon, remember him? He was the youth player that was brought up in the pre-season and then remained in the under-21s all year. We've got other players like Junior Robinson. Finn Herrick as well, goalkeeper. Like, you know, we've got a good bunch of kids there, but
you've got to be strong. Championship's a tough league. People like Freddie Potts probably got a bit of class about him, but he's probably lightweight. When you think about the championship, it's such a tough league. Kante would probably do a lot better than Potts. Yeah.
And you think he was what, £500,000 we bought him for?
You just said about the goalkeeping situation because I don't think Ariola's going to hang around too long. I think that
Finn Herrick, $125,000 a week he won't.
I think that Finn Herrick, I think he could be like a number 2, get on the bench, you know, get in the cup games. I think he could be the natural, you know, successor because he looks. And he said actually when I was watching the under 21s, he said like well play like blah blah blah, and he said about that, and the bloke said about how well he's done. He goes, "Don't worry about me. He went, it's the people behind me. They're even better than me coming through." Yeah. You think, blimey, he's saying that, you know what I mean?
No, that's right. Oh, there's a bit of a Barney going on at the minute between Conor Gallagher and Cucurella.
Probably pulled his hair.
Could do with a few Spurs red cards. That'd be handy, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I bet
Cucurella's passed the ball. Gallagher's just barged him off the ball for no reason. Completely unnecessary. So yeah, he's won the free kick, Cucurella. But
discussing hair products. Not the
Not the
weekend.
panel, not the panel to be discussing.
Yeah, you, Mark, obviously. My shoulders.
I'll be joining you soon.
On my chest there.
Mhm.
So, what's your plans on Sunday then?
Yes, so we are going to the game, aren't we, Mark, on Sunday?
You're my little tag along.
Yeah, I'm your tag along that day. I'll be around like lifting the bottom of your coat. Is this enough for you, Halsey? Another beer,
Bowling, yeah.
Halsey.
Go down to the bowling, I think.
Yeah, it's all been redone, isn't it? The bowling.
Oh,
Go down
You're
there.
on the water, isn't it? Bowling.
Yeah. It's been it got done up after we left, and then they've had another refurb now. It's all right in there. It's a nice boozer.
So, what's your prediction? If this all goes to plan tonight, and they don't get nothing, I still
Bad
can't.
defence picks up a
I
book.
still can't see it personally not getting a point in 2 games. But if we're still in with a shout and it comes to Sunday, what do you think? What do you reckon?
I don't know. What's the bigger mind of miracle? Is it Spurs not getting a point, or is it us beating Leeds?
Well, first of all, you can't have Spurs getting a point for any chance.
What's more likely? What's more like them not getting a point or us winning?
Us winning, I think.
There you go. Without that, it won't matter. So
I thought that was a little bit uncalled for when they'd done that poster with that geezer with the Premier League sticker on his arm and all that. Who's the player? The new kit.
Oh, I'm holding that in my back pocket. All right, I'll keep my cards close. All right, so if those that haven't seen it online, is that Tottenham Hotspur have leaked their away kit for next season. It's quite a nice looking kit, to be fair. It's purple and it's got like a glass reed effect going at a diagonal state, like the old Holston kits that they used to have. But interestingly, they've got the Premier League badge on this sleeve. And it's like, you're leaking this now. Like,
we don't know already.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, like, I get it, you're a Premier League club, but you're in a relegation fight. You could still get relegated, and it almost feels a bit too cocksure that, I know we're definitely staying up. We're overly confident, like, yeah, we're definitely staying up. But you could, I think that kind of PR stuff might bite them on the arse. That's the only bit I'm worried about. But all I'm saying is, the ammunition's there if the inevitable happens. So Spurs better just keep quiet for next week, really.
You say about their kit launch and all that with that badge and everything else, right? Which I know it's a little bit out of order, if you ask me. But what about our kit launch then? You've got players that don't even wear the shirt.
Yeah, so I saw that video.
I don't know what player it is. There's a player that's refused to go because he ain't going to be here next year.
Yeah, Nicky Hawkins from West Ham Fan TV heard something, and he said it on his video today about there was a kit photo shoot, and apparently one player has refused to get his photos in the kit.
Who is it then? Who do you reckon? What's your money on?
Sorry, what was that, Dad?
2-0 Bournemouth.
It's 2-0 Bournemouth.
2-0 Bournemouth.
Yeah, unless you just repeat the goal, sorry. You might just beat the goal.
It's 6-0.
You need to sort that buffering out. You need to sort that buffering out. You need to sort that buffering out.
I think it's 6-0.
We went Charlton away when we lost 4-0 when we done the Great Escape. And before the game, Man United were playing Fulham. And I think if they won the league, or they virtually won the league. And the TV is above the entrance to the boozer, so all for the West Ham. And Ronaldo scores blinder, goes on like a little whirly run, pumps it in from 25 yards, beautiful goal. So everyone's like big, like almost celebrating how good a goal it is. And the geezer comes in from outside having his fag, and he turns around and they're showing the replay in like real time. So he gives it like, what? And there's no reaction from no one else because he doesn't realise it's a replay, does he? He's looking around thinking, why is no one saying nothing about that? The whole pub can watch him do it.
That's brilliant. All right, so it's half time between Chelsea and Spurs. Chelsea winning 1-0. But just before we jump on to other reactions, let's hear a word from our video support.
This week's show is in association with the Ribman. If you haven't tried the Ribman yet, what are you doing? Every Sunday, you can find the Ribman down Brick Lane serving up the best ribs in London. Smoky, sticky, messy perfection, exactly how ribs should be. And if you can't make it down, no stress. Head over to theribman.co.uk where you can grab its legendary hot sauces from your home. Trust me, once you try them, there's no going back. Go on, you irons.
There you go. Go support your local Whammer Ribman by going to www.theribman.co.uk. Thanks, Mark. Much appreciated. Let's bring Mark back onto the show. Here he is.
Yeah, getting more refreshments.
Yeah. So so how are you feeling then, like for Sunday? Like, let's say if the results pan out as they're gonna be, like if Spurs lose, then are you going to get a David Moyes tattoo on Sunday?
To me,
there's been a lot of West Ham accounts over the past week saying if Spurs lose tonight and David Moyes manages to beat Spurs and we win, they're going to get David Moyes' face tattooed on their arse. Shout out to Nick Killington. I think Nick Killington from Claret and Booze wants to do it.
Well, he actually said he's going to get NYES, so when he bends over to say Moyes.
Well, I just hope he doesn't bend over as much. Knowing Nick, but yeah, there's those other people. I think someone actually said they're willing to get Moisey, like just the word Moisey on like their forearm and stuff. And yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be a very, very interesting weekend, especially if Spurs lose tonight. I think it'll be a pretty intense day. But yeah, just a quick one on that. There's been a lot of call out by some of the fans, like saying because it's the last home game, they want to raise the protest of the BS out movement, or DS out now is what they've reduced it to. 2 down, 1 to go. But in fairness to Hamish United, I think they're making the right call in terms of not protesting on that day, because there'll be so much at stake, and the last thing they want is to be used as an excuse to the reason why West Ham didn't win on that day. So I completely get their points and why they don't want to protest on Sunday. And yeah, like I say, they're still fighting the cause, they're still doing what they need to do to get David Sullivan out. But Sunday just ain't the day. I think if Spurs win or get a point tonight, then maybe there could be something on Sunday. But I think if Spurs lose, then there will be no protest. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, 100%.
The right thing to do?
100% is the right thing to do.
Listen,
if you've got half a chance, then they need 110% support and nothing else.
110% support and the focus on it. And I just think from the start, that's got to be rocking. We've got to carry them over the line, regardless of what's happening at White Hart Lane. You've got to be behind them 100%.
But have integrity on Sunday.
Yeah. I mean,
like, if we go down by goal difference, we go down by goal difference. You can't control that.
Can we borrow your wireless, Tom?
Sorry?
Can we borrow your wireless, yeah, for the other results and that?
We what? We liquid, we crystal set, you mean?
Is that what people still use, or?
Yeah.
Boombox.
Because there's no signal in there. Tell you that much. I ain't gonna know what's going on. Some people get signal in there, but not me.
What was that thing you liked, Dad, when we went to Bayer Leverkusen for my stag do?
Oh no, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Because when you're in the game now, when we was in Leverkusen, and as the game's going on, you heard like bing bong. And you looked up at the scoreboard, and as the goals were going in from the other games, so you was watching it was brilliant, wasn't it?
Like an interactive.
All the results, every goal as it was going, the game was still going on. You heard bing bong. You look at the screen and it'd be like Bayern Munich would just put one in against Borussia Mönchengladbach and all that. Imagine starting the chant of that one. Give us a B, give us an O. You'd be all bleeding day, wouldn't you? Borussia Mönchengladbach. Jesus Christ!
I can't imagine if it worse than being over there watching us 0-0 and listening out to Chelsea battering someone 5-0 and getting a little notification every 5 minutes about it.
Yeah, but could you imagine though if you're in there like and you needed the win and that went in?
Yeah, like Sunday.
They'd go, come on, and all the players know, and it give you that. They can't do it. They can't do it.
Then it goes to VAR, and it goes bing bong, and then it goes scores reversed.
Yeah. It's 60-second bleeding.
That would be so. That is just the epitome of English football right there with VAR. Like you getting the result coming over at White Hart Lane that Everton has scored a 90th minute winner. Big man, you're like, yeah, celebrate, and then you get another one. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. This VAR chalks it off. This relegated.
That's exactly what happened. You wouldn't want to celebrate until about 5:30, would you?
That's what Man United. Man United did it at Sunderland, right? They thought they'd won.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mate, no.
That's an interesting point, though, isn't it? Like that Man United goal that was given, and then VAR come out and said, yeah, we should have gave the goal. It's funny how they can decide that was deemed an incorrect decision, but then they wouldn't deem it an incorrect decision when Brighton done it to West Ham earlier this season, when we was 1-0 up in the 90th minute.
Yeah.
Funny that, isn't it?
Or Mavropanos got kicked in the head.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a...
honest out there, Mark, one way, because we didn't make nothing of it.
If he'd have gone down like a sack of potatoes.
Exactly like the rest of them, but he was too honest.
But you can get done for simulation doing that now.
No one's ever got put for simulation, right? Lanzini got put for simulation against Liverpool in like 2019. It's the only time I think I've ever seen someone get booked for simulation. On the one-on-one, he went over the Liverpool goalie and he only touched him, and he got booked for simulation.
Did you? I'll tell you. That's another one. Did you see that? I think it's Palmeiras v Corinthians video that's doing the rounds on Twitter about the red card. So the story behind this is that they're playing a Brazil game, obviously, and the Corinthians player's gone up for a challenge, and he's got up, and all his shorts are riding up like his legs, like his groin. So he's pulled his shorts down, and he's like messing about with his manhood a little bit, like jiggling about, like to get his shorts and that done. And the Palmeiras player went up to the referee and said, "Oh, he's gestured to me," like as if like, look at my nuts sort of thing. He's gestured to me. The referee blew his whistle, went over to VAR. They inspected it. And they sent the guy off. He was just sorting his shorts out.
Yeah, what reason? Was it bad ball control?
Can't have more than one ball on the pitch.
Yeah, 11 fingers.
It's when he went like that afterwards.
That German man used to do that, didn't he?
Oh, what's his name?
He used to sit and sniff, rub his arse and then sniff his fingers, didn't he?
Oh, I can't remember what his name
was. He was the German international manager.
Yeah,
with the black hair.
Low, Joachim Low.
Low blow.
Yeah, Joachim Low.
Low, yeah. The sniffer.
The sniffer, yeah.
Okay, just a quick one. Let's see what Richard Dodds is.
My job is chasing predators.
He's off his tits, the fella.
He's off his rocker, isn't he? Oh, Dodsy. Go for the Richard Dodds on Twitter. He's very entertaining. Very entertaining. Thanks, Dodsy, for your contribution this week. I can't wait to see what next week is.
Depends what film he watches.
Yeah, it depends what film he watches. Yeah. But he'll be over at the Amazon Sunday.
Let's hope it's the Great Escape.
Yeah, let's hope it's the Great Escape. Nice plug. I like that. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts then about potentially going down? Like, Bowen's been linked today with a move to Liverpool and Man United, and then Chelsea have been sniffing around as well. So, what's your thoughts about who goes, who stays, and
how much is he worth if we go down? How much is he?
Bowen
70.
I don't think we'll get that. I think between 45 and 55. I reckon around 50 million. We'll get from.
This is all. What's his name? It's all surmising, isn't it? It's all surmising. we've got the parachute payment. If we go down, we get the parachute payment. No one's going to be affected. It won't affect anybody within a year. All right, they might go on their 50% wage or whatever it is, but it's their fault. And you can hold them to it. It's their fault if they've accepted that wage, right? And they're the ones who've got us down. Get us back up.
Yeah, but they're going to go and try and get their wages again, aren't they?
Southampton are going to be -4 points. What's all that about today? They'll appeal that and get that overturned.
How long they got? They ain't got enough time.
Well, the thing is, like, it's one of two things. They'll appeal it and get it overturned, or just put Hull straight through.
They can't do that though, because Middlesbrough were the ones that suffered. Middlesbrough were the ones that suffered because of what had happened, didn't they? So
yeah, but you can't.
Middlesbrough have to be given.
Get that sorted out by Saturday, are they? They can't sort a VAR out. They've got to sort a game out, are they?
I think it's done. I think it's Middlesbrough Hull in the final now. They've already said that, and I think if Southampton want to appeal it, shit, isn't it?
I think they cancel the final, and then only 2 teams go up. So then only 2 teams go down. So stays up.
I like your way of thinking. I like you. See, you're sharp.
Yeah, but
if I was head of the FA,
yeah, we want to appeal it now. West Ham.
But it's not just Middlesbrough. It's not just Middlesbrough and Southampton.
Unless we keep up and Spurs go down and we don't appeal it.
Yeah, but other teams have suffered because of it. Yeah, they beat Middlesbrough in the semi-final, but other teams have suffered that might have reached the playoffs. Was it Hull, the other one?
No, Wrexham. Wrexham missed out on the last day, didn't they?
So they could appeal and say, well, we should have got in the playoff positions because of it.
Yeah, because Southampton have actually admitted the fact that they've done it against Ipswich, against Oxford, and Preston North End. That's 3 games they've done that they beat.
Funny, but how naive is that? I mean, if you're going to do that, I know it's all wrong, but you get a drone, wouldn't you? Get a drone. People have drones.
Yeah, but you need a license.
Camera like this, not even any camouflage here, like sitting there like a clown with an iPhone or a Samsung or something, taking pictures. But come on, mate.
I don't see what they gain from it for the risk of it.
Nothing.
That's what they're appealing. They're not appealing the fact that they've been found guilty for it. They're appealing the extent of the decision against it. That's all they're appealing.
This isn't the first rodeo though, is it? Because do you remember when Leeds and Derby were in the playoffs, and Leeds done it, didn't they? And then Derby ended up knocking Leeds out of the semi-final, and then I think they're all doing that, aren't they? Like,
yeah, Bielsa come out and said it. Yeah, we all do it in Argentina. It's normal, and there weren't no rules against it. It was more a moral obligation not to do it, and that's why they brought in the rule. But they brought in the rule, and then they didn't put what the fine for it was. It's very grey. They just said, "Oh, you can't do it," and then we'll decide on the extent of how bad you're going to get punished for it. So that's what you can appeal, because it's such a grey area. Why is it such a grey area?
I was just seeing the Bournemouth goal. I can't believe Bournemouth are beating Man City.
Is it still 1-0?
Yeah, still 1-0. No, it's 2-0. It's the second time I've seen that goal.
Yeah.
Noel Gallagher's left the away end. He's gone.
Is he? How long's left?
Yeah. That's only half time.
What happened?
Oh, no, it's not good, isn't it?
I look back in anger.
He's going to go stand up against that Wonderwall, I think.
Even the game at Everton, right? He left before they'd come back, but it's 3-1.
Yeah.
I don't get these people, honestly. Like some of the things you heard on the live stream, it's like, got the 2-0, I turned it over and watched the telly. Like, mate, I can't do it. I know I'm 61. I can't. I have to watch it to the end. They're my team. If we're getting beat 4-5-0, I have to watch it.
Dad, you turned on at 2-0.
Yeah, well, no, that was different. I was out. I couldn't do nothing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you've watched so much West Ham, Tone. Not a lot of people know, but you're 37.
I had a fringe when I started.
They said Nuno looks like he's got his age about every West Ham manager ages 20 years.
I'll tell you something. Yeah. Our first game over with my dad, Adam's granddad, was 1969, right? And we was in the South Bank, and he had a little milk crate, and he used to hook me on the back of this fence that he had at the back of the South Bank, and there was a cage, and there was some old boy, right, some old war veteran, and he used to have a load of medals and his berry on and all that, like, and he used to play the harmonica, and his name was Monty. And he used to sit playing. I used to get all the crowd playing, and then he was in a cage. And that was my first game night. And we played Newcastle, and I had the program somewhere. My granddad got it for me, and I had it. And there was a picture of John McDowell and Malcolm McDonald on it. That's how long ago it was. 1969, my first game. Nothing's changed. But
Yeah.
what it is, they're through here. What's going on here? Oh, he's at the post. Bournemouth.
What game are you watching? Bournemouth or Chelsea?
He's watching Bournemouth.
I've got Sky Sports News on. I just keep going to the live bit.
Oh.
Unlucky there, though. And so, Bournemouth.
As Nuno, right? So in his Nuno's clause, he can leave the club if we're relegated.
Yeah, so this is what I want to touch on. So Nuno Espirito Santo joined in September after 5 Premier League games. He signed a 3.5-year deal, which was rumoured to be £4.5 million a year. But according to Sean Whetstone on More Than Just a Podcast, his total salary is £7 million a year. And he has a relegation mutual termination clause in his contract.
With respect, though, why would you want to terminate a deal worth £7 million a year? You get sacked, wouldn't you?
No, because if the club, if it gets relegated, then he goes for free, both ends.
What? So West Ham can sack him.
So West Ham ain't got to pay no money out.
West Ham don't pay no money out if we get relegated.
But if he chooses to stay, then what happens?
If he chooses to stay, then it would just be his continuation of his contract.
So why is he not going to walk away from a £7 million a year contract then?
Yeah, if he wants to go, he'll make him sack him.
Well, and he's got to have something in situ, isn't he? I know you said his agent's George Mendes, isn't it?
Yeah, his agent's George Mendes. So George Mendes believes Nuno Espirito Santo is a top 10 Premier League elite manager in any club in the world. He can manage a club in the top 10 of any club in the world. That's what he believes. And that mutual thing was put in place because of us sacking Lopetegui, us sacking Potter, and still paying for their wages. So we're currently paying 3 managers' wages out still. So by putting that mutual termination in to get rid of Nuno for doing a bad job by getting us relegated, then we save ourselves £7 million a year by that. So I don't think that's a bad option. But apparently the West Ham hierarchy want him to stay on.
Who do we realistically get? Who do you get that's better than Nuno?
Sorry, mate.
Who do you get that's better than Nuno if we go down?
But he won't want to manage us in the Championship. That's the difference. So as we can want as much as we like, he ain't going to be managing this club in the Championship, even at £7 million a year, because he wants to be in the frame, top flight football, because he'll get more money that way.
Yeah, you've got to earn that, right, haven't you?
He's not. I would say he's not even a seasoned winner. Like he won the Championship with Wolves in his first season, and bear in mind he had Diego Jota, Ruben Neves, Willy Bowley, and they were spending millions and millions of pounds backed by Chinese investment and George Mendes links. It's never happen unless you get a punishment nowadays in that sort of investment. It would have been massive, a lot of debt when they got promoted.
And we're already in debt, yeah. So obviously, we're £100 million down from.
He ain't going to get. Correct. He ain't going to get his players that he wants in the Championship as well, because we're going to have to offload these players to recoup £100 million of loss plus £104 million worth of debt. So effectively, we'll be having to outlay £204 million or trying to recoup it to survive.
And how much do you get for realistically Somerville, Bowen, Fernandes?
I think Fernandes, I'm being realistic here, I think Fernandes is 60. I think Somerville was 30, and I think Bowen's 50. Now, this is what people are saying. So with that, you think, oh, that's brilliant. They're going to get 130 million pounds, is that right? 140 million pounds for those 3 players. Let's just say that 140 million pounds. Everyone's thinking, okay, great. That means we've paid off the losses. It's not as easy as that. We ain't going to get 140 million pound up front for those players. We'd be lucky to get 20% per player up front, and the rest of it over instalments. So we'd have to sell around about 6 or 7 players to recoup 100 million pound up front. That means either selling them at a cheaper rate to get more money, or sell them for more money and get a bigger upfront payment. Because this is what happened when Declan Rice left for Arsenal. So what had happened was that we sold him for 105 million pound. So 35 million pound was paid up front, and then the others were offset over the next 2 to 3 years.
So we've got that money coming in next season.
No, because what had happened was David Sullivan sold that 105 million pound to a payday loans company. So we only really got 95 million pound. So that money's gone already, because we've reinvested it when Rice left for Kudus, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, all those players. That Kudus has gone. Alvarez and Kudus, and again with Kudus, the reason why he left so cheaply was the fact that we got the vast majority of that money up front in Kudus.
We'll sign him back though when Spurs go down.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
West Ham's always been in my heart, he would say.
So yeah, it's not going to be as easy as that in terms of selling players to get the money back, because unfortunately, teams can't afford to weigh out 60 million pound up front for a player. They want to take the risk. They want to spread it over the duration of their contract.
Arsenal's won the league, by the way.
What, have Man City lost?
1-1.
That's 1-1. What, finished 1-1?
Yeah. Ireland just scored. Pep's doing his job.
How long's left? Hey?
Full time.
It's finished.
Full time.
Arsenal,
there you go.
Champions.
But Declan Rice has proved every West Ham fan wrong that he did leave to win trophies.
Yeah, it took him 3 years, though, didn't it?
It'd taken 3 years. We did have a bit of a bit.
I don't begrudge him anything like that. You know what I mean? He's a good lad. Good luck with him. You know what I mean? He left with dignity. He respects our club. He still loves the club. He don't give us any abuse, even though some of the idiot fans give him dogs abuse. He don't rise to it. I think he's a credit to he's a credit to us and a credit to Arsenal. So, got no issue with him at all. No issue.
He's a bit of class. He's always a bit of class.
He's class.
If he wins the Champions League as well, then he's completed it all, Arsenal, isn't he? So he might as well come back to us.
He's justified his reasons to go. The only thing I don't like is when all these fans go, "Oh yeah, like no, he was always going to get better. He's got better because he's been to Arsenal." No. That's when I take. He was always going to be better. That was the thing. He's always going to be better. And that's my only bugbear with it.
Yeah.
But he's quality. The geezer's quality. And hopefully one day he'll be back. He wants.
Yeah, I think he's
done what he's done. I think he'll come back. But listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Good luck with him.
Yeah, he's got the silverware now to back up his performances. Like if they win Champions League, then is he Ballon d'Or worthy this season?
If they win the World Cup.
Yeah, can you imagine? If
under Tommy Tickle, England.
Oh, can you imagine? That'd be a great season for Declan Rice. Like he wins the Premier League, Champions League, and then the World Cup. Like he's waited all that time, and then he ends up getting 3 trophies in one season. Yeah,
and then
it's like Harry Kane, isn't it?
West Ham. Boom. Yes,
Done all
it's a
that.
great summer.
I'm back. I'll get
The
you
way
back.
we're going, he could buy us.
I'll get you back up, lads. The barking Basmal will be back.
The Basmati Billy Bonds, isn't it? As West Ham Clips called him. Yeah, so 54 minutes on the clock. Chelsea still 1-0 up, and they've just reacted to the fact that Arsenal won the league, and they look disappointed. Oh dear. Hinderups, isn't it?
That'd be a good season for Arsenal, wouldn't it? Arsenal win the league, and Spurs did happen to go down. That's like a double whammy for them, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that speaking to most Arsenal fans, they want Spurs to stay up because they want that North London derby. They want that. They said it would be weird to not have it for one season because they've always had it, haven't they?
Do they know? Do they?
If Spurs was to go down and we stayed up, Spurs would be straight back up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, it'd only be a season, wouldn't it? And they'd be straight back up. And you'd like to think it'd be the same as well, because it's going down to 8 places anyway. So you'd like to think you're going to get some kind of playoff chance.
A team of Tottenham going down to the Championship, they should be winning that league. That's what I said to you the other day, Dad. That I said if we go down, we should be winning that league. Something we've never won. That trophy. Like we've won the second tier league, but we've never won that league title, that trophy, for instance. I think it's such an iconic trophy in football, in English football history, that the fact that West Ham never had their hands on it is.
But it's better. It's better to win the playoffs. It's better. That's the best way you can go up.
Yeah, for the euphoria of it.
That's why you do it. That's why we've done it.
It is, but like I've also been up to Wales at Cardiff, mate, when we lost, and it ain't fun.
Yeah. 3 years in a row.
Yeah, we lost to.
We lost 2 out of 3.
That was only 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, we lost to Palace, then we beat Preston.
And then the FA Cup final.
Oh yeah. Thought about that. Just a quick one. We got some Trevor Brookbin challenge. So those that haven't been familiar with the Trevor Brookbin challenge, Dad, would you like to run through the rules and regulations on this?
Well, what you do, you get the ball and you get it in the bin. No, it's
well done, well explained.
So you put your rubbish bin, preferably empty, a metre from the fence. You have to be, I think it's 12 yards up penalty spot back, and you've got to try and tip the ball into the bin. But don't just click your videos, because everyone can say, "Oh, I've done it in 1, I've done it in 2." But I've done it about 8 or 9, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct. You've done it 8 or 9, but we've got this one from.
I was really hungover when I done it. Actually, I wasn't in my bestest form.
And you was kicking in Crocs, to be fair.
And I was kicking. I did have Abby Sanders on, actually, I think. But
Tottenham just had a shot. Tottenham just had a header on target. Richarlison from a corner. Still 1-0. Okay, but yeah, thank you to Damien Russell and his kids and his wife for sending this video in. So let's have a look. Let's see how they got.
I'm ready. Hang on, I didn't get you in it though. Hang on. We'll have to watch it again. Hang on.
There you go. 3 attempts. Damien Russell, take the hat off. But I have to say, I thought that was David Beckham in the high vis jacket, if I'm honest.
AO'd.
AO'd, yeah, definitely AO'd. But yeah.
You had to go get Mark or what?
My ball blew up.
Oh,
I think the Fox had it overnight.
I broke the ball.
Broke my ball. I got a girl. We don't have footballs in my house. I went out and specifically got a ball that she wanted. I thought, great, I'll do it. And that was it. I think the Fox had it overnight. Went in the morning, gone.
Yeah, I've got to give a better attempt for my one. I just done it as an example, and he had one go, but I think I've got to give it another go over the weekend. Yeah, so send them in. The Trevor Brooklyn challenge. Just you could either tweet me, dadsadjob TV, or you can do it at dadsadjob@gmail.com and send it over, and you'll get a plug. You'll get an announcement. So Damien Russell, this week's Trevor Brookbin winner.
Try and do it in the West Ham top, not an Ivy's top.
Yeah, not as if you've just rolled up from work. Like, yeah. Yeah, number 3. So three goes, wasn't it? So you got to beat that. Beat the 3.
Beat the 3.
Beat the 3.
Done well getting 3, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a great hit. Great hit. But you can see the excitement. Like, you could hear it. Like, as soon as he got it, it was like, oh, I can't believe I got it in.
Kids couldn't believe
that one.
Sorry, say that again?
So the kids behind the goal couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, ridiculous. Oh dear. I'm say we're just doing a watch along now. Like, we've got half hour to go with this game to keep our dreams alive. But yeah. But I think I've already ordered some clown noses, Mark, to take on Sunday.
Really?
Little red foam ones.
You want the old flower water? You know, big shoes.
Yeah.
And a ginger. Oh, you got that ginger.
If I go, Dad, I end up looking like Ronald McDonald.
Oh dear, you got to laugh, haven't you?
Got to laugh. So if the championship happens, what sort of players are on your list, and what sort of manager do you want at West Ham if the inevitable happens?
Well, from what I've heard, what's been muted about people going, Scott Parker, and the thing is with it, yeah, he might do us a turn in the championship if Nuno goes. He might, and he might get us up. I don't doubt it. He might. But you know, come October, we'll be getting rid of him because there'll be unrest. We'll be losing games, and we'll be in the same situation now as what we was then as what we are now. We need someone that's with a long-term plan. I don't know the answer. I mean, I'm fed up to keep changing things. That's why I'd rather stay with Nuno myself. I mean, I know he makes some erratic decisions, but he needs to get people around him, his backroom team around him, and go, no, hang on, what are you doing? Don't like, give him a reality check. Because he's a little bit, he goes off the wall with some of his decisions. He needs someone to go, no. And that Paco, I thought, was the man to do it. But I don't know what happened Saturday to Sunday.
He's been silenced because apparently he had a go at he undermined Nuno in the Sunderland game, I think it was, because Nuno wanted to put Kilman on.
That's right, yeah.
Paco went up and basically he had a go at him and stuff. And apparently because of that,
there were 60,000 people telling him not to do it as well, though.
That's what, yeah, was he? Yeah, but like, you look at the good double acts you had in the partner, Peter Taylor and Clough. They ran like cat and dog. But between them, there was a compromise. And it's only for the betterment of Forest. That's how they done it. You know what I mean? See, that's work. It can work, but you've got to be, obviously, there's got to be the number 1 and the number 2. You can't have both number 1. But, the final say, but you've got to have someone go, no, like, fucking tell me how it is. Don't be a yes man. Don't be yes boss. No, but don't be none of that. Just tell. I don't agree with that, but it's your decision. But this is what I think, and make him think. Oh, hang on a minute, because you need that round with people. You don't want yes men round you.
Bradley Walsh for the.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I said that last week.
I watched that before any England tournament as well. I watched that.
Yeah, I'm the same. Mike Bassett. I'm exactly the same.
Where on that tune sheet does it say Benson and Edges?
It's Lambert and Butler. That's the one.
Lambert and Butler, wouldn't it? No, it's no. You can't have that. You've got to have people spend that. Yeah, the end decision goes with the manager, obviously, because you've got to have a number 1. That's why I'd like to think that get Scott Parker in as a number 2, because I think he'd be good around, and I think he'd be a good motivator.
I think I think he's too good to be a number 2. Dan,
He's established. He's an established manager now.
Yeah, you think if he doesn't need to go to a club to be a number 2 because he's been at Fulham, he got them promoted. He was at Bournemouth, he got them promoted. He was at Burnley, got them promoted.
Yeah.
But the sticking point is when he gets promoted, and I think Burnley's his only real attempt of managing a club at Premier League to kind of go throughout the full season with them. Well, say full season, like they sacked him as soon as they were relegated. But I think given that he's learned his trade. I mean, Vincent Kompany got relegated with Burnley, and he's Bayern Munich manager now, back-to-back Bundesliga titles. Like, so I'm expecting Scott Parker to be going to Borussia Dortmund in the summer.
Well, Scott Parker, though, he spent half of probably 3/4 of the season after every loss, praising his team, going like it'll be all right. We've got next week, and then we've got the week after. He buried his head in the sand a little bit. I think there was too much praise. Sometimes you've got to salute your players.
At that level, at the Championship level, yes, he probably could. But we need a bit more than that. We don't want to be in a situation. I'll get someone to get us up, and then we're going to go again because we'll be in the same situation. We're going to have Scott Parker's players, and a new manager comes in. There'll be a reset. Let's get someone in that can get us out. We've got somebody like Allardyce. Got us out and kept us up. Even get Bilic back.
He probably would come back.
Get Bilic. He tried to get an interview the last time, didn't he? But somehow get him back. He'd get us up, and he knows the Premier League. And we played our best football under him for ages. All right, admittedly, we did have Payet.
Yeah, you can go and buy another Maverick, can't you? Like there was talk.
You're saying we've got no money?
We haven't. But you get Neymar for free. Get Neymar for free in the summer.
It won't cost the earth.
But yeah, like Bilic, I think he was rumoured to take over from Lopetegui, and then we got Potter, and then when Potter left, he was rumoured to take over instead of Nuno. 2-0 Chelsea.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good.
Another 10 would be nice.
Andre Santos, is it? Andre Santos? Yeah, Tottenham are rattled here. We've got the absolute
Big game Sunday now.
Yeah, they look deflated. They look really damn beat.
See, I believe in karma, so it's all that Premier League.
Someone just sent me. Where am I going?
Can't see it.
Just go back. Is it Southampton?
Yeah, and in the tree, there's someone.
Oh, there's someone in the tree.
That's class. Send me it, and then I'll share it on the screen.
I'll do that.
Send me the WhatsApp, and I'll share it on the screen. There we go.
So what about Everton? So Everton can finish. Can they still get Europe?
Yeah, Bournemouth have just secured Europe for the first time with that result.
With the Europa League.
I've done. I think it's Europa League. Yeah, not Conference League. Yeah.
There you go.
See, that's karma. See, they I watched the semi-final second leg, and all their fans, dressed up in the camouflage gear and everything. It's karma. It comes back to you.
Yeah. That's why you've got to keep quiet. That's why the whole Tottenham Hotspur thing with the badge on the sleeve. Right, I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, I'll show you it now. Yeah, here you go. So Tottenham kit released their kit, and it's got the Premier League badge on the shoulder. Like, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. That's all I can say. Just a bit overly confident. I'm not particularly. I mean, that's ammunition for us on Sunday, isn't it? Like that these guys are releasing their third kit with a Premier League badge, and their survival was still at stake. So,
you don't know. But saying that, let's be devil's advocate. You don't know if we got some kind of kit launch. What we got in ours?
Yeah, you probably got to have the Premier League icon.
We're not stupid enough to do that. And the thing is, Dad, most of the time, the kits are done without the badges and sponsors anyway. And then they apply them afterwards through Photoshop and AI. So you know, the fact that if those players had the shirt done without the badges on them, and then someone's put the badge on it afterwards, then that's even more of.
Unless that's been photoshopped.
And there's been more. Well, we do know that that hasn't been photoshopped, because there are 4 or 5 pictures of different Spurs players in different poses, and you can see the badges different on every sleeve. So, yeah, for me, I just think it's just overly confident, and now they're trading 2-0 to Chelsea.
The thing is, with this, it takes it into the last game.
Yeah.
It makes your day from, so used to go. There's more. You got something now, haven't you? Because you have
something to stake now.
But like, so it takes it to the last game, and like, it's just going to be a shootout. And I'll say, you know, the best team win, but we're not the best teams, are we? Like the 2 pony teams that whoever keeps up, whoever keeps up,
you still need a ride a miracle. You know what I mean? It's still.
And if whoever keeps up has to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Because
I think that's the fear with West Ham, isn't it? Because it's like, even if the miracle of all miracles we stay up, we know we're in a relegation fight next season, because we're still going to have
the World Cup in the middle to break it up, and then you don't have to worry about football for a couple of months.
Yeah, and then we get disappointed by being knocked out to Portugal in the quarterfinals by Bruno Fernandes winking and getting Rashford sent off or something.
all of them in one game.
That's it. Yeah,
a dodgy disallowed goal.
Or VAR. The most English thing to happen would be that VAR ruled a goal out for us at the World Cup. Yeah,
from a corner by Declan Rice.
Yeah.
God,
Declan Rice scores a goal. He eats his own.
67 minutes, aren't they, Chelsea? Another half hour yet. Time you put your head on.
I'm on 71, Dad.
No, I'm just saying, like, what were your head on? It's about another 10 minutes.
2-0 Bournemouth.
Oh dear.
Listen, in January, like we said the other week, if you'd have said we take it to the final day and you've got a minute chance of staying up, you'd have bit your hand off for it. So
yeah, and that's all it takes, doesn't it? I mean, Everton are still fighting for Europe, as you said earlier on, Mark. And I don't know, perhaps, but even then, it'd be like Spurs will get beat and West Ham will get beat, or West Ham will draw. You know, it's just we can't help ourselves, can we?
No,
I mean, Everton can finish. No, I think they can only finish 10th because of goal difference, really. So I don't think they really can qualify for Europe.
No, I don't think they can they?
Oh, well, I thought they could, but anyway.
They can get to the points, but they've got a poorer goal difference that they ain't going to make up. Unless they annihilate Spurs.
Can you imagine?
Hey, look, we've got to win 11-0.
Oh, Tottenham scored. Richarlison.
Have they really?
Yeah, Richarlison scored.
All right.
Might have to go to VAR though. Have a quick look. So quick look. So ball's gone in. No, he's onside. Chelsea player at the back.
Now it's squeaky bum time. They nick a goal, mate. That's it. It's game over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably still 20 minutes left, like you said, with injury time.
2 goal cushions, good. 1 goal.
Yeah, Jamie Carragher just said that the West Ham fans are back behind the couch. Yeah, so Shalaba's coming on, so they're yeah, it looks like they're trying to shoring up things at the back. Anyway, chaps, do you want to play a quick bit of Generation Football? While we wait for the last, but yeah. So there's a really good YouTube channel called Generation Football, and they play football-related games. But do you fancy fit in the grid for a free game of Generation Football?
I'll try.
Of course.
Share the screen. So, what you need to do is you need to connect the dots, like connect all the players. Can you see it or not?
No.
Nope.
There we go.
Right.
Generationfootball.co.uk. Go check it out. It's really, really good website. But here we go. So basically, what you have to do is you have to link the players up with the clubs and the countries. So a player that's played for both, but you don't just have to get 2. You can get 3 players. You get 4 players. So it can go on for quite a bit. So yeah, you just have to think about players that have played for both.
Jesus.
So Mark, you go first.
Oof. Where to start?
I can't even see the badges, Ginge, to be honest with you. Is that Wigan at the top?
Could be a walkover, this one. You got. I don't even know where to start with it. How far back you guys? You got to do current players?
Any player. It's all players.
So you got Haaland with Dortmund and his nation.
Who?
Haaland.
Yeah, they've got to connect.
You've got to connect as well.
Yeah.
You've got to be the tile next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So should I start it?
No,
Yeah,
no.
Jesus. If Toad's got one, go.
Right, you got Middlesbrough there, haven't you?
Middlesbrough, yeah.
Chelsea.
And then Chelsea.
And I'm not sure about this. Is it Middlesbrough, Chelsea, and is that Australia?
Yep.
Is that who's the keeper? Mark. Did he play for Chelsea?
Go on. What?
Invest and it's Schwartz.
He's
Mark
got it.
Schwarzer.
Yeah.
Correct. Tony's off the mark with 3.
Bloody hell.
You have to have 2 as a minimum.
Is he still me? Or is it Mark now?
Oh, it's Mark's turn now. Oh, Mark, you said it was going to be a walkover.
Yeah, I know. Terrible at this. Brighton, Sheffield United. I can't think of it. I can't get 2 together. You got one, Ginge? Step in for us.
Yeah, I'll be a wild card if you can't think of it. Right, I'm thinking Brighton, Watford, Welbeck. There you go. Ed, you'll go. We're only, for the viewers, we're only playing this until the Chelsea game's finished.
Italy, Chelsea, Zola.
Oh, you've already got Chelsea, so you can't go. You've got.
Oh, I thought you've
already got that.
All right, no worries.
You've already got that tile, yeah.
Okay, all right. Get right close, mate. See this. Who's that next to Sheffield Wednesday badge? Not.
No, Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday?
What, that one? Let's keep
Blake,
it.
it's Blake, isn't it? Sheffield United, sorry.
Sheffield United, yeah.
Who's that next to it?
Ajax.
Yeah. Who? Ajax. All right.
Ajax.
Ajax.
Blimey. There's got to be a Charlton-Liverpool connection. I can't think.
I've got one there as well.
Yeah, there is a Charlton Liverpool one.
I'm trying to think who it is.
Plays for them now. Go on, Delap's on his own here in the bottom right-hand corner of the pitch. Only one player in the box, though.
Yeah, they're sitting back.
Oh, free kick. Free kick to Chelsea on the edge of the box.
Shall I go?
On.
Shall I have a game?
Painful.
Yeah, go on.
You've got Liverpool,
Got him
Villa.
Yeah.
Villa.
Milner. Correct. It's off the mark.
Hey, I see what you've done there.
This is hard work, Ginge.
You want to use your wild card?
No.
No. All right. You can't think of a Greek player that played for Newcastle, no?
I can. He's the geezer at the back, but I can't think of his name.
Not the bald guy.
No, it's
Ketispire. He's Georgian anyway, wasn't he?
Oh,
It's what's his name? The tall fellow who was the captain for a little while, wasn't he? Cameron Kay. Newcastle and Greece. I can't think of his name.
Nikos.
Because like DADS or something like that.
Dadizas.
DADS.
Let's try and get it
Nikos
between
Dabizas.
us.
Nikos Dabizas.
That's it, yeah.
Nicolas Dabizas.
No.
No? You say no?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, we said no.
There's one there, Mark, for you. Italy and Bournemouth. Playing at the middle.
What,
at the
current
minute.
player?
Yeah.
Current player.
Didn't it with a move to Spurs as well? On a free. Well, there's quite a few good ones here. I've got an Ajax Dortmund one in my locker. That's a hard one. Who's played for AC Milan and Southampton?
AC Milan and Norwich.
AC Milan and Norwich, yeah.
I've got, what about QPR and Southampton, Peter Shilton?
It's Mark's go, but
Don't
What
matter.
about QPR, Southampton, Peter Shilton? How far back will it go?
it's Shilton. It's there. Any players? Oh, it's wrong.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Oh, Tom, come on, mate.
sorry, Mark.
He's done you right over here, Mark.
Who was so there's like the Southampton little striker, Brazilian, right? Oh, that is a great block there by Chelsea.
Yeah, I just see that. Hato, yeah.
There's a striker, Southampton little striker, Brazilian. I can't think of his name. The Italian Bournemouth one. I can't think of a Bournemouth Italian player.
This is twitchy bum time watching this game now, isn't it?
Yeah. We was all confident. It ain't so confident now, are we?
No. Now, because they've scored, it's like, oh, let's give them a bit of a lift, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dortmund, I actually got there. Dortmund. Oh. Yellow
Could
card
be
coming
someone.
out.
He's booked him and he got to retake the corner. He wants a penalty with Charlison. He's going doing his nut.
Yeah, I was checking it.
They're
I
gonna
think they're
get.
grabbing each other.
They're gonna get something out of this Spurs. I can just see it.
So he's booked Cucurella for a foul in the box.
But I think he's booked him because of the grabbing him before. Yeah, it kind of happens before the corner happens.
Oh, yeah, that's what they're saying. The corner wasn't taken at the time of the foul. So the ball, yeah. So because the ball wasn't in play, it's not deemed an on-field penalty. It's an off-the-ball thing. Tottenham are losing their absolute shit here.
Yeah, it's corner though. He's giving the retake corner. So
Can you go diagonal these dots?
Sorry, no, not diagonal. No.
Hmm.
Now Van der Ven has pulled Cucurella down. So does that mean Van der Ven gets a booking now? If he does, he gets sent off, doesn't he?
it's all going off, isn't it? Everyone's pushing everyone.
It's just you just can't referee it. Oh, Jesus.
I got one.
Right. Back to biscuits.
Ireland, Inter Milan, Robbie Keane.
That's a good one. That was a great shout. Oh, Delap's on there.
Oh, I give a foul.
They have a foul and booked to that.
What about QPR,
you,
Southampton, Charlie Austin?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're Googling, aren't you?
Did he play for Norwich as well?
Oh, did he?
I don't know. I don't think he did actually. Charlie Austin.
What? Di Canio, AC Milan and Charlton.
Oh. Now we're smoking. Now we're smoking. Rex, that's a great shout, Dad. That is a great shout. Everyone go follow generationfootball.co.uk before I get absolutely caned for not plugging this.
Oh, what about Schmeichel for Finland and Leicester?
Finland?
Yeah.
Norway, isn't it?
It's Norway.
Norway.
Yeah, it's Norway.
Well, he's Norwegian though, isn't he? No, is he not?
No, Schmeichel's Danish.
Danish. Clutching at
No,
straws.
there's an Ajax Dortmund La Liga one here.
What recent?
He'll be a free agent in the summer. Yeah, he used to play for West Ham.
He used to play for West Ham as well. What position?
Striker.
Oh, that's Hilaire, isn't it? Sebastian Hilaire.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. There you go. Right, I'm going to do the hints now. So highlight a tile. Oh, what's that? There you go. Whole Bundesliga. Oh, Bundesliga. draw is getting tasty now. This game.
What about
We keep it as a draw, boys.
Can you do Middlesbrough Villa?
Oh, I think because of. I can't press it now. No, can't.
I was going to say you've got big Paul Merson.
How much time are they going to add on?
7 minutes.
How long they're done now?
90. They're on 90 minutes now. They've got 7 minutes.
Oh, they're going to make a go. You can see it. You can see it.
Oh, Chelsea won the ball back in the middle of the park. We call this a draw then?
Yeah.
I'll take a draw.
I don't think I'll take a draw with a football though.
No, I'll just see them nicking it. When it was 3-1, I thought we had half a chance here, but
Chelsea in the middle of the park. They're making a break for it. Just kicked it a bit too far. Ain't going to stay in the corner, surely.
You just need it to go to the last game, don't you, for you boys? You know what I mean? That's what you need. Make it. At least go to the last game and see how it gets. See how you get on. If we go down, we go down. But at least, like, you know, make a go of it. That was going to be a dead game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nervous.
It's nervy now.
Getting a bit shaky, you know.
I've got Sky Sports nose on, right? And like they're not saying anything.
Oh, what sort of ball was that? Oh, got it back. Oh, now they've lost it. Go on, say it again.
I've got Sky Sports nose on, and they're saying nothing about this game at all. All they're going on is waxing lyrical. Alan Smith in the studio. No wonder.
Yeah. Well, Arsenal have won their first league title in 22 years. Like it's a big thing. You think of all the title winners that have gone above them and leapfrogged them in terms of the amount of Premier League titles they've won. Like Chelsea have leapfrogged them, Man City have leapfrogged them. But even Leicester's won the league before they have since they've moved to the Emirates. So big thing, isn't it? A big thing for Arsenal fans. I know Rob and Callum would be driving down to the Emirates right now.
They'll be knocking on your door on the way, I think.
I don't think they will be. I think I made it clear not to knock on the door at the minute.
It's good that someone else wins. Let's be fair about it.
That's why the Premier League is the best, because you think
Man City, Liverpool, Man City. Like when Man City first won, it was great that they won. It was someone different. It wasn't Man United. It weren't Liverpool. You know. Yeah. Now got Arsenal in the mix. Then, you know, will Arsenal do it next year? Probably not. It'll probably be Man United or something.
It might do. Man City might get. Now Pep's gone. Man City are a bit vulnerable now, aren't they? Like,
what's going to happen with City though? Are they going to get a slap on the wrist?
Yeah, I think that's why he might have walked, you know, because he knows what's coming.
I think that's probably why they've delayed it. They've probably delayed it so that let's not take any credit away from Pep. In fairness, this all happened way before Pep was in charge, way before Pep. But it has been the foundation to their success today, isn't it? Like without all that has happened earlier with Man City, they would never be in the position they are to get Pep Guardiola. So, but I can't take away what Pep's done for Man City at this point in time, because they've broken records, they've won the treble, they still had to go into them competitions and win them. You know, so I think Pep's, like I say, one of the greatest Premier League managers of all time. Whether he's better than Ferguson, I don't know. But
Fergie built that team up, though. You know, he built that dynasty. You know, City with the money they had, the resources.
Yeah,
incredible. Like Mark, was it Mark
But-
Hughes was in charge? I think when they started getting the real money.
Yeah, bought Robinho, didn't he? Robinho turned out thinking he signed for Man United, and he said, "Why's your shirt blue?" He went, "What do you mean?"
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's like, "Well, your shirt's red." He went, "No, it's Man United." It's like, "No, I'm signing for Man United." He went, "No, Man City, mate." He's like, "What?"
Yeah. You're signing for Manchester. Yeah, of course you are.
Signing for Manchester, yeah. But for that sake, they've had their time now, Man City, and I think they've set up an infrastructure. They've got a fantastic community behind them now. They're set up for life, but they should be punished for what had happened to get them in that position in the first place. So
Should be relegated this season. That's what it should happen.
the thing is, though, it's all short term. It's all short term punishment, isn't it? Because they get relegated, but they come straight back up, and then once they get back up, they'll get European football again, and it'll be like, okay, we've had 15 years of success, and okay, we'll take 2 as punishment because of it, because it would be easier for them to get back up to that position than to not get up to that position, you know.
But what did Rangers get to? Rangers went down to League Two.
They got demoted to Division 4, didn't they?
Yeah, well, League Two for the Scottish
Oh
League.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Sorry, yeah. Fourth tier, yeah, League 2.
Similar. Surely it's a similar circumstance for this.
Well, they're talking about a minus 60-point deduction. So if it comes to
Still keep
fruition,
up this year. They'd still keep up this year.
No, they finish bottom of the league if they get 60 points deducted. But I think what some people have suggested to say, there'll be 60 points deducted in total, but maybe say deduct 20 points per season for the next 3 seasons.
You can't have something
because
3 years later.
No, because
No,
right?
I mean, is this game finished or what?
No.
No,
About 45 seconds left.
Yes, it's finished. It's finished. It's finished. Trust me.
That's the hope that kills you. It stays alive.
Now you're back on now Saturday.
Saturday's all right. Saturday I won't be nervous. Sunday.
Sorry, Sunday.
well, you say it finished. They had a shot on target in the last kick of the game.
It doesn't matter, does it? They didn't win.
It
It
wasn't
doesn't matter.
anything.
It's again, we've got away with that result at Newcastle now. We've got another lifeline.
You're running out of chances.
Of course you are. We give them rope, they give us rope. We give them rope. It's like I don't want to stay up. You want to stay up? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it was more of a cross anyway. That shot.
Madison is losing his absolute shit here at the referee.
They want that penalty from that corner.
I reckon he could get sent off here. If he don't walk away, he could get sent off here, Madison. And the bench told the referee to fuck off.
Celebration at Arsenal now, haven't they? The Spurs have lost and all.
Zerbi's having a go at the referee here.
It's just a one-game shootout, and that's all you can ask for, really. Let's be fair.
That's it.
All the pressure's on them still, yeah?
Just they can get a draw and still carry on.
No one's going to expect us to win and Spurs to lose, so all the pressure's still on them.
Yeah. They could be the masters of their own downfall. But you know what could happen? Spurs will end up losing to Everton, and then we'll lose to Leeds.
Exactly what I said. Or we draw with Leeds.
Or we draw with Leeds.
It's no gimme. Yeah, Leeds ain't going to roll over for us.
They might do, you know.
I know, fingers crossed.
They might do a Villa.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. And where Everton in the league? They're 10th, aren't they? And how far away are they off European football now? Or
12, they're 3 points off, but the goal difference is worse.
But what happens if Aston Villa win Europa League?
Yeah, it's 9th. I think it goes down to 9th, but I think Everton can only finish realistically 10th.
Oh, I see.
Because of the goal difference.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That is it gives us a bit of life. So the title of this video, is it over? No, we've got the answer. It's not over, and it's all to play for on Sunday. All to play for.
Big day.
Which is quite good, really, because I'm seeing Lee Clark on Thursday, so I haven't got I still can hold my head up a little bit for another couple of days.
Yeah, and you've got to go on holiday with him yet.
Listen, I'm expecting I'm resigned to the worst because it's still 25% us, 75% them staying up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
This is Cy from work.
You know what? I thought it was like sciatica.
That's me at the minute, Mark back. Blimey.
So, Cy, thanks for dropping in, mate. Yeah, I'd say considering where we were after the Nottingham Forest defeat, it looked all but done, didn't it? But to go down to the last game of the season we've been pretty lucky, really. You know, with the games we've thrown away, we've lost 3 on the spin, and we're still taking it down to the last game of the season. It just makes you wonder what would have happened if we got positive results, because Spurs would have been out of it by now, wouldn't they? They would have been relegated tonight if we capitalised on our games.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah. But Cy's an avid, he's a Man United fan, but he's a lot of his family's West Ham, and because he works with me, I spoke to him about this podcast, and he comes on. But he said to me, if you keep that and you want a Man United fan on, he said, give me what's it? Come on, he'd willingly come on and have a chat.
No, thanks.
No, Man United, I mean, as a match day thing. You know what I mean?
No Cockney Reds here, thank you.
He's not Cockney, he's quite posh, don't you know?
Well, yeah, you got to be posh to support Man United.
Mm-hmm.
Only Yankee your chain, mate. But yeah, just looking at the highlights here. So obviously Arsenal now confirmed champions. 4-point buffer going into the last game of the season. So, and the thing is, if Arsenal weren't going to win it tonight, and the celebrations are going off now. I don't know if you could see it or not.
Yeah, they're all crying, not. It's showing the goal now and there.
Arsenal has done it.
No, fair play.
I say that the thing with Declan Rice, didn't really want him to win the league immediately after leaving to prove us all wrong straight away. But I think good, I'm pleased for him. There's another academy product that's come out of the club that's won a Premier League title. He's joined the list of Joe Cole, Frank Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, Michael Carrick, Ben Johnson. I would say Jermaine Defoe, but yeah, won nothing, so he can go. He can get in the bin. And Declan Rice, yeah. So I think Declan Rice is the only silver lifting captain for West Ham to win a Premier League trophy.
Well, yeah, we've only won one trophy in 43 years.
Well, Billy Bones.
Yeah. No, I don't even think Bobby Moore won a league, did he?
No.
So there you go. Declan Rice is the only academy product to have won a trophy for West Ham as a captain to then later win a Premier League trophy. That's a good stat, isn't it?
Rio Ferdinand?
He didn't win a trophy with West Ham, though, did he? That's what I'm saying.
Sorry. So you said academy to win a trophy elsewhere. I thought it's
academy player to win a trophy at West Ham to then later win a Premier League trophy.
So I was Rio there.
I don't count. Mickey Mouse cut that.
My friends turned around and go to me, yeah, but he's already won a trophy. Declan Rice, he won the Charity Shield. I'm like, mate, turn it in.
That don't count. Don't count. Yeah. Right, well, there you go. So Chelsea beat Spurs 2-1. Arsenal are Premier League champions. We're going into the last game of the season on Sunday. So now we know what the last game of Sunday, how important it is. What's your predictions?
Well, it'd be very West Hamsy for Spurs to lose and West Ham to lose. that it would sum it all up. The way the form's been going lately, it would sum it all up. For Spurs to lose, West Ham to lose, Spurs still start. I'm hoping that we put in one performance at least. The last game at home, they put it. The crowd gets up for it, and I know like that Paul Coburn was coming on, wasn't he? But for some reason he's not come on. Perhaps I don't know. Perhaps
that's again as I mentioned earlier. The Hammers United. There's no reason for them. There's no reason for them to protest on Sunday, and I respect them. And I respect them. It's the right decision.
It's all about unity, isn't it? And getting behind the team and trying to be that 12th man.
Yeah, that's right.
To cancel out their 12th man to be the ref as usual or VAR.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all you can do. It's all you can do.
Horsey, what's your prediction?
Yeah, me head tells me that realistically, both teams could lose. Both teams could win. Me heart says probably a couple of twists and turns, and hopefully in our favour. I'll say we win 2-1. Spurs lose 2-1.
Well, that do me. But I don't know. I can't see. I can't see. I personally can't see Spurs not getting 1 point out of 2 games. Well, that's 1 point out of 1 game now, but I couldn't see him getting 1 point out of 2 games.
And Bowen ain't scored since January, so I'll get Bowen to score a late winner. That keeps us up.
Yeah. This is how I see it. So I've got Spurs being 0-0, right, up until like the 90th minute, and then you see Everton score, and to literally break hearts at White Hart Lane or the Tottenham Stadium on White Hart Lane, and then with us, I would say we're going to win 2-1. Bowen's going to score first, and the winner is going to come from a Pablo header.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Who writes your story?
Just to literally kill any criticism about him over the past few months.
If it's that, then I'll take it all back.
Get down the bookies. see what sort of odds you get down the bookies.
Your tattoo is going to be David Moyes nogging Pablo. That cupping as well. I'm going to have to get that image created now. Like the black and white, like David Moyes, like Pablo.
Yeah, I'd half think about it.
But listen,
I'll get a sleeve.
Keeps it interesting. The bottom line is it's only football at the end of the day. No one's died. You know, we're all tribal. We all like our team. We all have banter. But at the end of the day, we're in this position because we've been terrible. And so have Spurs. And they've just been 2 points less terrible than us. And they're pony and we're pony. That's the bottom line of it. So,
we'll find out who's truly pony on Sunday, won't we?
We'll find out.
We'll be tanked up, so we'll be numb to pretty much all of it anyway by the end.
We'll be lucky to get into the stadium, I think.
What about you going first? You say going bowling or Carpenters?
Yeah, bowling. Are we going Carpenters then, Mark?
I don't know. Play it by ear.
It's good. That's good pre-match. That is. Get that geezer, the old DJ in there, with the old top off. Hey, and the old fatty and all that. That is brilliant in there. Yeah. Now they've got the back open as well. That back bar, it's easy to get a pint. It's good.
Bit scar.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You're getting there early. It's good.
Yeah, play it by ear. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I'll bell you then, Mark. We'll sort something out and sort of meet up, so I can let my wife know when to drop me off. But yeah,
that's at 7 a.m.
7 o'clock in the morning for breakfast, and then decent.
Where are you now, Mark?
Boys?
Where are you living now? You still in Rush Green?
Hornchurch.
Oh, don't you know? Oh, right.
He's near the car drum.
Yeah, Upper Raynham Road.
Yeah, Upper Raynham Road. Yeah. Third roundabout. On a 10.
That's the thing with Hornchurch, isn't it? Because everyone says, "Where do you live?" That Hornchurch. You go, "What is it? South Hornchurch or Hornchurch?"
It just says Hornchurch anyway. So
Mark's Rush Green Hornchurch.
You know Dagenham? Yeah, it's that Dagenham Hornchurch.
Yeah, Dargenham. You know the South Horn Church, eh? Brilliant. All right, then, boys. Thanks a lot. Thanks again. See you next week.
See you later. Salamat. All the best.
How are your hands?
Come
Down your hands.
This week's show is in association with the Ribman. If you haven't tried the Ribman yet, what are you doing? Every Sunday, you can find the Ribman down Brick Lane serving up the best ribs in London. Smoky, sticky, and messy perfection, exactly how ribs should be. And if you can't make it down, no stress. Head over to theribman.co.uk where you can grab its legendary hot sauces from your home. Trust me, once you try them, there's no going back. Go on, you irons!